There we go. Welcome to my very first interview of 2026, and it's of course with the only one and only Saxa. How are we doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Did we get you sent organised because you had a bit of a busy Christmas period?
Yeah, Christmas was a bit mad. I don't know. Do you know when you're getting used to the wrestling and then your personal family sort of stuff starts coming into it around Christmas and you're like, oh God. And I was ill as well, like really ill. So I'm a bit more like available now.
Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? Though? That's the main thing.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, Christmas was quiet. To be fair, New Year's was quiet as well, but it was nice. I kind of definitely preferred having a quiet one, to be honest.
There you go. And I tell you something, like everyone has sports, obviously from work, hates the January blues. Are you one of those people?
Uh, Sometimes I don't know. It's just like blues all over. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think it goes away in February either. But to be fair, it's a bit weird because with in terms of wrestling, it's very quiet in January.
Mm-hmm.
So I had two shows, but then the one of them was cancelled because of weather. So I was a bit like, it's a bit. In a way, it's not nice because I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing anything, but in a way, it's kind of nice to catch up with other things. So I don't know, really.
I've got to ask though. I mean, how is it easy, obviously, juggling family life and wrestling life?
Uh, well, for me, probably a bit. I don't know if it's easier or harder actually because I live away from my family. So to be honest, like wrestling's actually made it easier because I get to sort of see them when I wrestle quite a lot down in the Midlands, so where I'm from. Like I
Mm.
wrestle around there a lot. So to be honest, I feel like I see my family more now because I'm going down there more. Because then I sort of, if I don't have like two shows on the weekend, I'll make a whole weekend out of it than I did when I wasn't on shows. So in a way, it's actually helped. So I wouldn't say it's actually that difficult.
There you go. So I usually start the interview, obviously, with this typical question. How would you sum your 2025 up in one word?
Mental, in a good way. Yeah, fun, I'd say. Yeah,
Fun, mental. I like it. Why mental and fun?
because it just all happened so quick. Like it was, I don't know. I feel like I did a few rumbles in the February, and then did a singles, and then it was like, oh, do you want to do here? Do you want to do that? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wing it, and then it's just been fun. Like I've got to do so much that I never thought I'd be able to do, and I just yeah, it's been like I'm really grateful for it. To be honest, it's been great.
Absolutely. So let's obviously start at the beginning, shall we? Take us all the way back to obviously how it all began.
Okay, so I used to like wrestling as a kid. Me and my mum used to go to indie wrestling shows. And then I went to the one when I first went to one. I was actually I don't know how old I was. It's like early teens, I'd say, something like that. And I was like, oh, I want to do this. Why can't I do this? Because I can see local people doing it. You can actually be a wrestler. I didn't realize you could actually do that sort of stuff. Um, so one of the wrestlers on the show was like, "Oh, come to training." So I went to training as a kid for a bit, and then sort of was like, "Oh, this is just a phase," and there was other reasons why I just left. And then I was going through like a really bad time about probably 2 years ago now. I don't know. It's a bit. I don't know. Time goes so quick. I don't know where it goes, to be honest. But I was just like, I need to do something. Like I need to get out the house and find myself again and do something. And what did I love to do when I was a kid? And then I just kept going back to like wrestling. So I thought I'm always going to turn up and find a training school, turn up and see what happens. So I did that, and then I've actually like done something with it now. I've actually started doing shows. I think, oh, that's crazy.
Did you think, obviously, going obviously to training at the start, you'd be where you are now?
Nah, I didn't think I'd actually ever do a show. Like, I used to enjoy the wrestling part, but I was always scared of the character part and the audience interaction part. Of that sort of stuff terrified me. Like going out and in front of people and people watching you, and training's different, isn't it? And then the whole doing a whole match and in front of people, I was like, I'm never gonna get to that stage ever. Um, So it is crazy to think, oh, I can actually go out the curtain without crying now. Like,
I was going to ask, do you still get nervous now going out performing, or have you kind of
oh,
like got you into a zone?
no, I always get scared, especially when, so if it's like a certain match or something, if it's I am always scared of like going to new places and like making a debut, because you don't know if what's going to happen, do you? Like, I've got this thing in my head, this fear, I'll just come out and it's just like no cheering, nothing, and it's just complete silence. And in my head, that fear's still there. But there's certain shows that I've done that. So there was one show, APW. It's one of my favorite places to wrestle, and I always am nervous behind the curtain. But it was the only one time where I was like, oh my god, this is. I'm not scared. Why am I scared? Because I heard them screaming me before I even come out, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. And then I actually came out for the first time ever not feeling nervous, because I was more excited than scared. But I'm always, the majority of shows, I'm terrified, to be honest.
Absolutely. How do you get yourself obviously into the zone? Is it like music? Do you stretch? You obviously just like get yourself into a zone?
So, so just before I make my entrance, I usually do this weird, like, hoppy, jumpy, skippy thing, like the weirdest thing you could possibly see. It's not cool at all. So I'm like behind the curtain, I'm proper like jumping up and down, like thinking I'm Brock Lesnar or something. But I'll like sort of also like close my eyes, forget anyone's there, and just get into my music a bit. I don't know, just to get the sort of energy to come out. Um, before that, before like just before the curtain, I don't know why I'm going in backwards order, but um, sometimes I need quiet time. It helps me, like, away from like everyone else. Like, I'll go to the toilet and just like, get into it. But then it's weird because it depends on my mood, I guess. 'Cause sometimes I need that, other times I need to completely avoid the fact that I've got a match in a second and I'm just going a bit like hyper. But I don't really have like a religious way of getting. It's just sheer panic, to be honest. That's pretty much it.
Let's turn that question 180. I'm curious to see how you're going to answer this. How do you wind down after a match?
It takes me a long time, to be fair, because I'm always on a high, and then I like going out after the show as well if I can, like just to sort of say hello to people. Uh, but it's probably the drive home. I put like mad music on, probably get like a Mackey's or something, and then lie in bed for ages before my mind switches off. I don't really have a wind down. It's I'm on a high until the show ends and I go home after that.
I love the fact you said McDonald's, and I've got a
This. I know I will. They'll all come for me. But McPlant meal. Yeah.
never tried it. I will be honest with you.
Yeah. With an Oasis. I don't really like fizzy drinks. Like, I do if it's in a can and it's like fresh, but I don't know the McDonald's fizzy drinks. Oasis, I think it's just like you can just drink it all without burping or anything, I guess.
I would say I like the milkshakes, but 9 times out of 10, I walk in, the machine's broke.
No, I heard that. Like, I've never really been a fan of milkshake. Like, I don't know what it is. I like if it's made of ice cream and stuff like that sort, but I can't have like I tried the Mackey's milkshake years ago and I think it's because I tried a strawberry one, I think. And I was like, I can't. I'm very weird with my food. Like, I can't have sweet stuff like that with food, if that makes sense.
I'm sure it does when people watch it back. You mentioned music, and one of the fan questions actually was about music, and it's a two-part question, and it says from Simon Gibb, favorite music to listen to?
Okay, this is a cop out answer, but it heavily depends on mood. Like, I go from like heavy metal to like
Now we're talking.
it's mad. Like, I'll go from like Five Finger Death Punch and stuff like that to like, I don't know, Dave, like the UK rapper. Like, it varies. Sometimes I like a bit of a slow song as well. It all depends on what I'm after. My playlist is like all over the place. So I'm just like, I'll skip it and go, oh no, I'm feeling this one today. But yeah, it's a wide range, I'd say.
Just casually, just name dropping Five Finger Death Punch there, by the way.
Oh, I love Five Finger Death Punch. I
Some
can't.
good songs.
I went when I was younger. I went to see them live with my mum. It's one of the best concerts I'd ever been to. And Tenacious D, I went to see them live as well. That they were funny though. Like 3 Days Grace, them, like, yeah,
I could talk to you about music all day because it is actually my type of music as well.
yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love
Good.
3 Days Grace, like I said. Tenacious D. I mean, I won't put that on loud, let's be honest.
Tenacious D is one of them. I think. So when I was younger, I was obsessed with like have you seen the film Pick a Destiny?
I have, yes.
Yeah, I was obsessed with that. Like I used to know it word for word. It was bad. Like it was awful. But I don't really listen to them much now. I think after because the Rise of the Phoenix album came out, and I think I stopped listening to it after that. Really. Yeah, I'm more into like 3 Days Grace. I Prevail's another one.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah, who else? I used to like Shine Down as well, but I don't know if they've released any songs recently, actually. I don't know.
We'd have to have a look. The
Yeah.
thing is, I mean, do you know, for years, I didn't realize that the devil in the Pick of Destiny was Dave Grohl.
Yes, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, no, it was. There's so many people in that film as well, weren't there? You had Dio on the back of the poster. You had his dad, who he's in a band as well. You know,
Meatloaf.
yeah. And then obviously Dave Grohl as well. There's loads of them.
Absolute bonkers. Let's knock these obviously fan questions out. Second part of Simon Gibbs' question was your favourite opponent?
My favourite opponent. Ooh. It's hard, this. Because there's a few people I've wrestled a few times. Because Ty Archer's one. He's really good to wrestle. Lucy Sky as well. She's good to wrestle, actually. Favourite one. I'm awful with questions like this. Because then Leah Raven's another one I've wrestled a few times, and that's been really fun. So I'm just going to say them three, to be honest. I'll probably think of someone else after as well.
It happens every time. Somebody you'll message me going, I remember this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear. Ray Nuttall, it says, who does she think is underrated, either from Wrestle Island or the Island Temple?
Underrated. Well, I could say Blake Matthews. He's my mate as well. We've got this thing going on at the moment. Ty Archer, like, she's trying to beat us up all the time. You think? I think Josie as well. Yeah, I'd say them two. Is another one as well. Aria as well. I think she's like on a comeback now. Aria Check.
Okay. And this next one, obviously, I sent it you because it made me confused. So it comes from Wrestling Pedigree. It says, what's one detail about your presentation that fans constantly overlook but is essential?
Oh, right. I'm going to try my best to answer this. I might have completely missed the mark on it. Because the blue hair's obvious, so I can't be saying that. I'd say maybe something like my makeup, right? Depending on what I'm wearing. Like, so when I used to wear my blue gear a lot, I used to do like blue eyeliner under there and like sort of do a bit of blue and a bit of black. But I haven't worn my blue gear for a while, so probably won't have noticed that. To be fair, in terms of the wrestling thing, right? So I have these weird like outbursts, like these stims that happen sometimes, and I used to think, oh, I might have to stop doing this, but I wouldn't say I actively go out my way to do it when I'm like in a match, but I won't stop myself anymore. So like, I just let me think of an example. There was one time in this, I think it was a tag match, someone fell in front of me, and I just sort of went woo, like without thinking about it, but I sort of like I hopped over them and went woo. And I think at first I was thinking I need to not do this, but now I just let it happen. And that has now become a part of my character that I think is small little things like that. Or I'll go like, oh, we're going for a roll, and I like roll them in for the pin and stuff. I've sort of kept that. The role thing, I've kept that in on purpose. The other things are just come out my mouth if and when they want it, to be honest. But I'm sorry.
I didn't expect the woo.
No, it was bad. I've got footage of it. It's literally, I don't even. It was APW. They fell in front of me, and I just jumped over and went woo. And then, oh god, in this promo, the first ever time I've done a live promo, and the only ever time I've done it, I said to the promoter, I said, "He's sure?" Because I don't know what I'm gonna come out with. And I did this promo, and I said, "Oh yeah, challenged the judge," and I was like, "Yeah, so you and me, like, we got to fight, wrestle for this championship, right?" The judge is like a big, tall fella, yeah, and I'm coming out, skipping about, dancing around, going, "Come on, then, let's fight." And then he was like, "Oh, you're on," and for some reason, the woo come out again. Like, for some reason, I just went, "Okay," and then was running back to put the mic on the side, but I just went woo like that, and I don't know why I kept doing it.
How did the crowd react to that?
I saw a few of them sort of like did a little chuckle, but because the ones that were near me, I heard them laugh. And then I saw, when I watched the videos back, there was a little girl and a mom from the back. I don't know who they are, but I think I saw them sort of go and look at each other and go. And I thought, I'm just as surprised as you, to be honest.
Is it on your Instagram? Because I've got to check this out because it's making me smile.
I think it's on YouTube. I'll find the clips and I'll send you the clips.
Please do.
They'll be
That's
on my
brilliant.
camera somewhere. They'll be on my camera roll somewhere.
Oh, that's brilliant and stuff like that. So, tell us a little bit about the name Saxa. How did this old name come about?
Okay, so basically, I'll shorten it down. So there's a TV show called Ragnarok, and there's also a TV show called Spartacus. Now, I am a bit like nerdy in that, so I was watching Ragnarok. So I'd watched Spartacus like years ago, but Ragnarok I watched like probably around the time I started training or something. So it was like 2 years ago or something, just over. And there was like one of the giants. So in Norse mythology, one of the giants. It's like, well, it's apparently Thor's ex-lover. Apparently, I read up Norse mythology. Didn't know that at the time, but it makes sense now watching a TV show because she wasn't there. But anyway, so I watched it and I thought that's just a cool name. I didn't really like the character, to be honest. Like, she's a bit nasty, but the name, I was like, oh, Saxa, that sounds cool. I was like, oh, and then watched Spartacus again and was like, there's another Saxa in that, and she's like a sort of female like rebel, like with Spartacus's rebellion, or I'm not going to get into it, but yeah. So I was like, oh, I'll just use that, and I don't know how I just sort of went because it was originally Saxa Rose, but there's like 1,000 roses in wrestling, so I just thought I'll just keep it as Saxa. And then obviously the catchphrase came up, and I thought, oh, we can't change Saxa now because it wouldn't work, would it?
But you got to admit, though, it's one of those unique catchphrases as well.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's quite a play on words.
I love it. I love it. So this next question I used to ask a lot of people, and it stumps a lot of people, but it's not designed to. For people who's not familiar with Saxa, why should they go check you out? This is to promote yourself.
Oh no, I'm bad at this sort of stuff. Do you know what? Because I'm not very serious. My character's not serious, so I hope I make you smile. That's what I'll say. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm like a giddy I'm just basically a giddy person who's doing what they like to do, and people are watching me figure it out as I go along. So if you want to watch me figure out this journey, then yeah.
Oh dear.
Maybe. Oh no.
I'd be curious to see what you're like as a heel.
Me too, to be honest. Me too.
Do you think it'd work, or do you think it'd be too challenging?
So before I started like wrestling on shows, I did one sort of charity show where I managed FTM. So they were heel on the show, and I was like a bad like person that came out of I forgot the name, ballet like thing. And I was actually not bad, you know. I was proper screaming at people, and I thought, who is this? I was like, what am I doing here? But I was proper like, what did you say? What did you say? And it was really fun. But the problem that I had afterwards, after like you've got the adrenaline and stuff, after that comes down and then people are like coming up to you. I don't know what to. I'm like, do I carry on being horrible or do it in character, or can I be nice now? But I think I could do it. I don't know how it would go, but I think it will definitely be something. Like I might end up being a heel at some point this year because it's good to get a variety, isn't it? But we'll see how it goes if I don't laugh.
Everyone's got to be mean at some point, right?
Exactly, and there's a lot of anger in this character that's got to come out at some point.
There you go. So, have you had many injuries then, obviously, throughout your career?
So I've had a few, not like major ones. Like I've got a dodgy knee that like dislocates when it wants and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not great, but so I used to have like knee braces on, but then I got more knee pads, and my physio guy, he said if you put too much support on it, it can actually weaken it because you're not building any muscle around like you need. Anyway, I'm getting all into it again. It's irrelevant. But yeah, so I have like a knee thing that I need to just be careful with. I've been. What was one that was quite bad, and I forgot what it was. Oh, I broke my toe. I dislocated my toe, actually. This was quite funny. I dislocated my toe. It was killing. And then it was like black and blue. And then I tried to go to the walk-in because I thought it was broken. And then they didn't really, like, they were like, oh, no x-rays today. And I thought, all right, no worries then. So I went home and I got angry and I pulled it on purpose. And it went like that. And then it
Ooh.
cracked back. And I thought, it's dislocated then. So then I wrestled on it again. And then it went completely numb in the match. And then the day later, it was actually like a lot better than it was before. So there was that. Obviously, this was within weeks and weeks, but it still hurts now. And then I've been concussed before, and then that's about it. Really, I haven't had like a major one where I've had to be out, but I haven't been wrestling long, so touch wood, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. So, have you not actually been out of the ring long, obviously due to injuries then?
Well, I mean, I've only been on shows for just under a year. So like I haven't had a significant amount of time where like something, like proper bad could go wrong really. So hopefully that doesn't happen because I've been off for a few. Like I haven't actually had to pull from a show yet because I carried on wrestling. It's not good. Don't do that. But I think everyone does it, to be honest. But I had like a bad shoulder and I did it on that. But then I just rested it for a bit and it was all right. But yeah, I haven't had any significant time off yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Okay. I mean, we have to talk obviously about the women's, obviously in the UK scene, because there's some incredible women. You know what I mean? You've got yourself, you've got Leah, who you mentioned. There's so many people. You know what I mean? I could name you 10 and I've been missing somebody because it's that strong. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, there's are a lot of good women, especially like I feel like now with stuff like Sirens Fury and stuff coming up, like everyone's all gonna be there together, and like there's a really strong scene. I think like North. I don't see. I know there are a few women down south ways, but I think because obviously I'm up here a lot more, I see people everywhere. It's the same women everywhere. Like we all know who's like killing it. They're doing so well, and I'm at this point. I just look up to them all. Like I literally look up to them and think, oh, I want to be like you. Like, but yeah,
Which
no, amazing.
which
So,
three do you look up to the most?
right, big one. Like I think Lana. Like she every time I say this, just like you make me feel old. But when I used to watch the indie shows, Lana was on them. So I used to watch her when I was younger, and now the fact that she's like around and still like she's doing like crazy stuff like with Lally and Progress and all of this, like I just think she's great. And she's like the things she does in the ring as well, like everything, and her character, honestly, like the character work and stuff, I'm like, yeah, she's just great every like all round. How's it look up to? I'm trying to think. there's loads. Like as well, I look up to Lucy Sky because she trains me. Like I go to her sessions, Dean sessions, but she's really good as well, and she's knowledgeable. She's so good to wrestle. She's so good to like watch everything. And then who else? Hmm. Hmm. Trying to think of another a third one because there's so many, like
is that strong, isn't it?
yeah. It's like like to be fair, in a way, Harley Hudson as well, because like of how much she's achieved as well, like, and she's still humble. Like she's still obviously, to be fair, I didn't know her before she got signed officially, but she's still like lovely. Like you'd speak to her and you'd be like, there's no way that you're on TNA, like on TV. Like you're just so nice and so like, do you know what I mean? But it's just as well, like I was never around when she was sort of training and stuff, but I think she's worked so hard, and it just shows that like she could be, from Liverpool, doing indie shows and then being in TNA and then still continuing to do indie shows. So yeah, I'd say her.
Interesting, some incredible names and stuff like that. So let's talk a little bit about the fan base and stuff like that in the UK scene. How would you describe it in your own words?
See, I'm still so new to it. I think it's positive, to be honest. Like I think like you obviously get people that overstep a little bit. I'm not going to pretend and say like, oh, but it's just like I've only really felt support, which is nice. So I'd say it is like there's a lot of positivity in terms of the fan base, and I think where they need to be as well, like they're vocal with things like what they want to see and stuff like that, and it's good because I do like to sort of listen to what they want to see. Like I did a poll before about like, oh, what colour gear shall I wear? And I will get all the colours of gear at some point, I promise, but it just takes a while to, save up for them. But yeah, I think they're interactive and they're nice, and 9 times out of 10 they are respectful as well. So,
Yeah, I think in everything though, you're always going to get that one like fan who's like you said, oversteps the mark a little bit.
yeah, but I don't really have any bad experiences at the moment. Like I just think everyone's so nice, and it's just mad how like supportive people are. I'm like, oh, thanks, like thanks, that's really nice, thank you.
Absolutely. So I never asked this question obviously last year, so I've added it to my repertoire. Obviously, with social media for wrestling now, it's obviously great, but it's also got its bad parts. Would you say the good outweighs the bad in a way?
I'd say the good outweighs the bad, because I think without social media I probably wouldn't be booked, because I don't really know how that would work without social media. But I do think it can be toxic and it can take over sometimes. Sometimes, like, I mean, I am bad at responding as well sometimes, because I will just not go on my phone, or I'll just put Instagram away, or like I'll make sure I'm spending like quality time with people that I love instead of like being focused on my phone, because it can be like that sometimes. And it's like, sometimes you see other people as well, like, oh, they're always posting, doing really well. And to be fair, I haven't got this yet, because I think like, I don't really think about it, but I can imagine, I think in general life, not just wrestling, but you see like if you're doing bad mentally and someone else is putting all the good stuff online, obviously that can make you feel like 10 times worse. But in terms of wrestling, I think the good outweighs the bad, I think. Definitely.
Absolutely. So, for you, what would you say is the most rewarding thing about wrestling?
I don't know, really, just fun. I don't know. You get to go around and just do what you want to do for fun. It's like a job that you want to go to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of them where it doesn't feel like well, it's not a job really, is it? Well, I don't know. It kind of is. It is, but it's like it's one of them where I just get to do what I want, in loads of different places. I don't really know what one thing is like the most. It's just that you just get to wrestle, don't you?
It's like traveling like to different places, meeting new people, working with new people in a way.
Yeah, literally everything. Like just that part of it is great. Like the part of it is great. Like meeting like new fans, meeting new wrestlers, working with new wrestlers, trying new things, and it actually going well. But it's just the wrestling in general. Like the best feeling is when you do a match and you're actually happy with it, and it's like, oh, that went really good, and the crowd popped, and it was great, and you know, there's no feeling like it. There's no feeling like I can't. If I couldn't wrestle or something happened, I don't know how I would ever replace it. Like, there's nothing that can replace it.
Okay. So, what's some of your obviously favorite moments throughout your career so far?
So winning the prize title, that's like my top one. That was mad because I didn't know until like 2 minutes before that it was going to be a title match. So that was crazy. Yeah. And the crowd were great. The people backstage were great. It was like a good vibe. Everything was great. So definitely that. There's gonna be loads again. This is another one of them where I'm like, what? I think wrestling for Comic Con with TNT was mad. Just in terms of being like, I'm in the same building as John Cena right now. Like John Cena was upstairs, like locked in a room somewhere with probably like 50 security guards, but we're in the same building wrestling. And I was tagging with Session Moth, who's amazing as well. Like she's so funny, she's great. Against Lucy, Sky, and Decker, and like it was fun. And it was the weirdest like sort of environment to wrestling because you're just in a big hall with like people signing posters and them in transformer cars in the corner. It was mad, but that was like quite a big highlight, to be fair. There's probably loads more, but they're the top two, I'd say.
After this interview, I'm expecting a long list going, I should have said that, I should have said
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh, 100%, yeah, there'll be loads.
Is it true about Session that she's so bubbly in person?
Oh yeah, she's lovely. She's lovely. She's honestly so nice. I mean, as well, considering we saw her, it was really, really early in the morning, because obviously you have to get to Comic Con early. And I think like she come straight from Ireland, which was mad. Like she just got on a flight and come over straight to Comic Con. So she'd been up for hours and she was still lovely. Sorry, if that was me, I'd be like, I don't want to speak to anyone. Like I need 8 coffees or 10 energy drinks and I need just some time. But she was just so nice. She's so nice, honestly. So nice.
You've just basically said you're not a moaning person.
Yeah, I'll say that again and again and again. Don't catch me in the morning. This is why wrestling is for me. I wake up about 6 o'clock in the evening, but anything before that, I'm not great. I can't lie.
I love it and stuff like that. So, I feel like my questions obviously begin to wind down and stuff like that. What's the best piece of advice you've been given throughout your whole career?
It's probably something as simple as don't overthink it. Everything. It's everything. So Dean said it to me. To be fair, loads of people have said it, but literally 2 days ago when I was at training. No, it wasn't 2 days ago. It was yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, whatever. But I'm scared of the top rope, right? So I'm trying every training session to stand on the top rope, and this is the first time I've done it. And Lucy, don't think about standing up. And I was like, right, okay. And then I stood on it, and I was like, oh my god, I've done it. So it just keeps working. Don't think about it, and it'll work. So yeah, I'd say that. Just don't think too much about something because you'll just psych yourself out of it.
So one of the common answers I got last year was less is more.
Yeah, that as well. Because I feel like sometimes, especially if they're talking about it in terms of a match, if you do too much and you just sort of are overdoing it, you don't let the crowd digest what's just happened, and it's just overstimulation for the brain, and it's just you're not gonna get the reactions you want if the crowd are like, well, what's going on now? What's going on now? So yeah, and then another piece of advice based off that actually is like if you think you're going too slow, slow down. That's what we've been told.
That's a
Yeah,
new one. Yeah,
I think
I
I've
could,
got it right. I've probably got it wrong, to be honest, knowing me. But it's like, if yeah, swear. Oh, if I've got it wrong now, that's going to be embarrassing.
I'm expecting some comments saying, "No, it's this."
Yeah, and I'll go, do you know what? I'm not arguing with you. I'm tired. You're probably right.
Yeah. So obviously we've only just hit 2026. What's the goals for you for this year?
Uh, debut. I've got a few exciting things already lined up. I'm so excited to talk about, but I can't right now. But just debut at a few more places, I'd say. That's my main one. A few more sort of just everywhere, like try and get around a bit more, like more maybe north. Like I've not really wrestled like Yorkshire or anything like that. I wrestled Zero Limits, which was like more north, but there's more places around there. Even north towards like Blackpool and stuff like that. I've just not been up there at all. I've not been anywhere down south. So just make sort of a few more debuts and work different people. Be able to do something on the top rope, stand on the top rope would be great without shaking. What else? I'd like to sort of keep my belt, to be honest. I don't particularly want to let that go anytime soon. So that would be nice. The goal is to end 2026 as a champion, please. And then, yeah, there's probably loads again. Another one.
You've
Oh,
kind of.
work still.
My next question was kind of like you kind of touched on a little bit. Promotions you'd like to work for, main three.
Oh, main three. Okay, it's mad to say this. I can't say TNT because I'm obviously already going to be doing Sirens. So I already know I'm working for them. So that would be a cop out answer if I said that. Main three. There's places like. Okay, you've got like Atomic. They're good. There's a lot of good people on there. The people that run it are really nice. The venue's great. Where else? There's loads I'm thinking, and I've got so many in my brain that I'm trying to like. There was another one. Oh, like is it True Grit?
True Grit Wrestling, yep.
Yeah, True Grit. Their shows look good. Kingdom's the one in the church. That's
I've been
mad.
to that's incredible.
Yeah, that's mad. I wouldn't say no to wrestling there. I can't lie. I'd be like, yes, please. I did actually go train at their place. Like we just hired. Have I said three? Yeah, I have, haven't I?
Say some more if you want. We've got time.
I'm trying to think of like local ones. Like Infamous is another one. Infinite, but I'm doing their show, so I can't say Infinite because that's already, you know. What else?
I'd love to see you do a North show or wrestling in Newcastle.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if I'm ready for North. That'd be great. I wouldn't say no, of course. They are great shows. But yeah, anywhere up there, it would be great. I don't know. I feel like I'm copping out. I'll have loads later. I've actually probably got a list on my phone. I actually do, but I'm using my phone to record.
I know the guy who runs obviously wrestling in Newcastle, so I might put a sneaky word in for you.
Oh, thanks. They won't know.
I do it every time when somebody mentions that type of show. I always say, "Oh, so and so's mentioned obviously about your show." And then,
to be fair, I've seen a lot of their stuff on Instagram, and it does look like really cool, really cool.
Yeah, it's the shows I actually go to as well. So yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, so you can literally tell me that it's good.
It is. It's a great show. Obviously, stuff like that.
It's one. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's one of them, like them sort of questions. I think I'm a bit biased to shows I've already been to, because like obviously I know like how the crowds are, I know like the people on it, and I know like sort of more about it when I've been to the shows. So I always instantly go to the ones close by. But obviously, like all of the shows you've just mentioned, they sound like good as well because I've seen them on Instagram, but I just don't know much about them.
So we spoke about promotions. One last thing. Let's talk about people you want to work with.
think I've already answered this so many times. I want to try and give like different answers, but I don't know. I hate this question now. I feel like I'm just going to repeat myself for what I've said in other podcasts, really. Just like, to be fair, a load of the women that are on the scene now, like loads that I can't really name. Like, I'm excited for the tag match coming up with Lally. That'll be so fun. Like, I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Yeah, I just feel like I'm repeating myself from what I said like last week.
No problem. That's absolutely fine. Saxa, it's been an absolute pleasure. Hope you've enjoyed yourself today with this chat.
Yeah, I have. Thank you.
No problem. So I need a couple of things from you. Is there anything else you'd like to plug?
What do people say here? Is it like Instagrams and that? I don't know. My Instagram is the Sax Appeal X. If you want to follow it, you can. If you don't, that's great.
Don't forget the shirt.
But I can plug some. I've got some merch actually. Oh, I've released my first T-shirt. Yeah, forgot about that.
That's available for pre-order as well. Up to what size? Any size they want?
I think it's like 3XL. I think is the top one. I think, but I'm also bad. The person who makes them, she can make any shirt. So if there's any sort of small, or I think there's XX small. I don't blooming know, to be honest. All the sizes you can possibly get, you can get them.
Absolutely. So you may see the QR code above your screen. If people scan that, that will take them to your Instagram.
Oh,
how's that?
Perfect. There you go. Great.
There you go. So one final thing. Everyone I interview gets to do an outro for this show. So Saxy, you can say anything you want and I will end the stream. Take it away.
What do you mean? Put me on the spot.
Anything you want.
I don't know what to say. Just have a good year and I don't know. I'm gonna start stimming in a minute. Woo!
Cheers for watching, guys.